even as your party has yet to make up its mind and they're waiting for the Law Commission?
Yeah, I think the party is yet to take a formal position. All I'm doing is quoting the views expressed by Jawaharlal Nehru, who said that a uniform civil code is something that's desirable, but that you have to take everyone along with you. It can't be imposed on people. And that's precisely the situation that I think we're facing, because for very many people in our country, these are entrenched rights that they've enjoyed since the days of the British. And whenever you take away something from people, there's going to be resistance. That's the challenge we face, I think, in going ahead with this. As you know, the founding fathers, the drafters of the Constitution, Dr. Ambedkar and others, put the desirability of the UCC into place in the directive principles, but not as something that could actually immediately be implemented. It is true, as the Prime Minister said, that the Supreme Court has often called for this to be taken forward, but the bottom line that we have to face is that it hasn't been possible to build political consensus on this, or even social consensus amongst those most likely to be affected. Now, if the government can do that, we don't even know what a UCC is going to...
But would you personally support a UCC?
It depends on what it contains. See, right now, no one has actually circulated the draft of a UCC. So we don't really know. I mean, there are some right-wing Hindus who are saying, we don't know what Hindu practices might be restricted because of this. It's not just a Muslim versus Hindu issue. If you want to have one particular law for the entire country, you can certainly identify the elements that will go into it.
But yesterday the Prime Minister made it clear, like the resistance was there to Triple Talaq, there may be to UCC, but ultimately at the end of the day it talks about, say, for example, women empowerment.
Listen, Triple Talaq was already deemed illegal by the Supreme Court. What the government did with the law was to criminalise it, which is a different matter from it being a civil offence. When it comes to the question of empowering women, I think we're all very much in favour of that. But will the decisions that are going to be incorporated in the UCC only have that effect? It remains to be seen. I would suggest to the government that if they're serious about this issue, they put a draft out for public discussion, conduct consultations with stakeholders, and then come to Parliament with something which has been fairly fleshed out. You'll never get unanimity in India, I understand that. But at least take into account the concerns and objections of experts from every community in the country. That's something which the government has shown no real inclination to do. You know, there are many laws which are out on the websites of the ministries and inviting public comments. But does anyone know what a universal or uniform civil code will contain?